started, but I was later on for 3 years. And I am here today to give you a quick history of Operation School Bell. In the spring of 1990, Operation School Bell was adopted as the third philanthropic project with a budget of $10,000. By the fall of 1990, plans were underway to close 30 to 35 children in grades K through 3 in the Valley Park School District. But we received requests from them to help 90 to 100. Didn't know if we could do it, but we would try. The members had to shop and purchase all the clothing, jeans, shirts, socks, and underwear. Since we didn't have a headquarters to store the clothes, the city of Creveport gave us a jail cell. And we stored everything there. So our delivery model was very different than today. Volunteers had to go to the jail, collect the storage boxes, carry them to their cars, drive all of this to the schools. The schools didn't have dressing rooms, so we bought 2 clothes racks and covered them with sheets so the children had a dressing room. Needless to say, this was very hard work on the volunteers, because then they had to pack up and load it all again. The next year, Kirkwood and Jennings joined the program, and we closed twice as many children. Our motto back then was "Half closed will travel." In 1993, Assistance League moved into office space donated by Edward Jones at their Dorset and 270 campus. Now we were serving children in the Valley Park, Kirkwood, and the Jennings School District, as well as from 2 St. Louis City schools. The city schools were willing to let their students arrive by bus, which we paid for. It was a dream come true to see a big yellow bus pull into our parking lot. Unfortunately, we did have a theft of our clothes at that location from the storage room, and everything had to be replaced. In 1994, we started distributing uniforms to the St. Louis public schools. That year, we served about 1,000 children, approximately half the children in traditional clothes and half in uniforms. We added dental kits with the help from Schnucks. In 1996, Edward Jones donated 2 more large rooms and built dressing rooms for us. I purchased additional shelving, and our husbands assembled all of it for us. We used this shelving in all other locations until we moved to 30 Henry. We also purchased a new computer and printer from Office Depot at a reduced price. Shopping for traditional clothes for the children was a very time-consuming task. A new store manager at Penny's West County was so impressed with our program that he let our purchasing committee come to the store at 8:30 in the morning and purchase all the clothes. We received a 20% discount even on sale merchandise. This was a big savings for Assistance League. The manager also had several employees working the cash register and helping our ladies shop. We would be out of the store before it opened to the public. Again, someone tried to break into our storage unit, this time through the ceiling. Thankfully, it was not successful, but there was now a need for an alarm system. The back door to the storage room was not tight when it locked, so the alarm would go off when the security guards tried all the doors. My husband and I would receive calls in the middle of the night to meet the police up there and check the room. On one occasion, the police were not there when we arrived, and I called them, and they told me, well, just go inside and look around. No way, because obviously people could hide with all those children in there. So they came back and escorted me through the room. After this happened several times, we got the back door fixed. A member and her husband approached me and that they would like to give a substantial check to Operation School Bell, but only wanted it to be used to buy coats. I happen to still be chairman, so I started calling manufacturers to get quantities at good prices. I found a few places, but couldn't get as many coats as we needed. Someone told me to call Kelwood, and they connected me with Land's End, who was willing to sell us coats at $10 a piece. Wow. I was informed that the coats would not have any labels on the back or the front. This was fine with the committee. We couldn't purchase enough coats for all the children, so we allocated each school a certain amount. We ended up distributing 600 coats that year. Oh. By 2004, traditional clothing was dropped and we concentrated just on uniform clothes. Buses were delivering the children to headquarters for dressing days, except on 2 occasions when we again drove to the children. Assistance League got a call from the International Institute to help clothe all the Bosnian children that were coming into the St. Louis area. We did this dressing on a Saturday, and it turned out to be very successful and rewarding for our members. My children came along to help and see what this program was about. Afterward, my son, who was in grade school, asked why the children were so excited about a toothbrush and toothpaste. I mean, he just couldn't fathom that. It was a good learning experience to explain that not all children had the same opportunities as we had. The other occasion when we delivered clothing to children was our trip to Gateway Michael School, the first school with disabled children. Significant milestones in the history of Operation School Bell occurred. In 2008, Operation School Bell transitioned to barcoding inventory and using a scanning system. This had been tried before, but the correct software was not used, and more problems occurred than seemed worth the effort. When Assistance League moved into its new headquarters in 2010, we had 2 activity rooms and 12 dressing rooms. The additional space provided us with a variety of ways to entertain the children. Children were given the opportunity to select a book to take home and tour our wonderful pollinator garden. In 2013, we celebrated clothing the 50,000th child from Fairfield Elementary School. This was even more special since Fairfield was one of our first schools to enter the program. We celebrated with a cake, and all the children enjoyed it. In 2017, a new delivery model was created, and closets were placed in 17 St. Louis public schools to meet the specific needs of children. Operation School Bell was always available to help any school or agency when special needs arose, such as new students, a fire, or just growing pains here. As a result of the pandemic, Operation School Bell has continued to evolve. It seems we have come full circle when delivering clothing to children. In 1990, we began driving to the schools to deliver clothes. And for the past 2 years, we are back to driving to schools to deliver clothes to the children. We have clothes and will travel. Assistance League has always been able to evaluate what was working or not working and make changes to such programs, to make changes so that the programs were successful. We also asked the schools to evaluate the program and give us any suggestions or even criticisms of our project. I'm sure everyone would agree that the rewards are worth all the effort. I know I enjoyed my 3 years as chairman and working on the various committees. I want to thank everyone for their hard work and support.